This morning, Disney Plus dropped its new movie, Artemis Fowl. So today, I'm going to review it. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. I'm Movie Micah, and let's head into the review. Artemis Fowl is a 12-year-old genius and a descendant of a long line of criminal masterminds. He soon finds himself in an epic battle against a race of powerful underground fairies who may be behind his father's disappearance. This film is the new Disney Plus original, while it was originally intended for theaters. It is directed by Kenneth Branagh and stars Ferdia Shaw as Artemis Fowl. Now let's get into my thoughts on the film. The first category is the plot. This plot is just not good at all. Let me get it out of the way that I've never read an Artemis Fowl book, so I'm basing this review on my first experience with this character. I really don't like what they did with this. It seems like they didn't care about setting up the plot and they just used the guy in prison narrating to explain plot. It did not work at all. I don't really think this film even should have been called Artemis Fowl, not because it's so different from the books, but because it's not even about him. This film is aimed towards kids and they're not going to remember anything that Artemis does. They're going to remember the fairies and dwarves. Last note, the ending is incredibly unsatisfying. I don't have anything really good to say about the plot, and I'll give it a 40%. Second category is characters. I already mentioned that Artemis Fowl doesn't even seem like the main character. Fans of the books will probably hate this movie, because it's not about Artemis Fowl. I don't get why they said he was a criminal mastermind, because that did not show up in the film at all. By the end of the movie, you've basically forgotten about Artemis Fowl's dad. The more memorable characters are the big dwarf and the whatever. I don't remember anyone. These characters are all pretty bad. So much of this film had potential and they did nothing with it. And I'm going to give characters a 45%. And the final category is entertainment. Entertainment is the best part of this movie. The humor is pretty awful though. None of the jokes land at all. But there are some pretty good visuals. Visuals and action were fun at some points, and those were the only redeeming qualities of this film. Without plot or characters, though, there is nothing to carry the story along. Visuals and action are not enough to make a movie. Most of this movie would get an F, but the visuals alone put it up a tiny bit. I'm going to give the entertainment a 60%. Plot at 40%, characters at 45%, and entertainment at 60%. I'm about to give you my overall score for Artemis Fowl. I went into this film not expecting anything, and it still disappointed me. This is such a bad film, honestly. The characters and plot are completely non-existent in this film, and the visuals are the only positive. I originally thought that the Harry Potter films were bad book-to-movie adaptations, but this is a whole nother level, and it made me appreciate the Harry Potter films. Not much good about Artemis Fowl. I do not recommend it at all, and I'm going to give it a 50%, which might be even a little generous. So that was my review of Artemis Fowl. Go ahead and tell me in the comments down below, did you like it? Did you hate it? And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more film reviews or movie content like this. Thanks for watching. This is Movie Micah signing off, and I'll see you next time.